When it comes to football legends, Pele's name is always at the top. The man who wore the iconic number 10 shirt and lifted the World Cup 3 times is often considered the greatest of all time. But some fans today, especially younger ones, might ask, was he really as great as people say? Or has time just elevated his status? Let's dive into the stats, the legacy, and the truth behind the myth of Pele. Segment 1. Who was Pele? Pele, born Edson Arantes do Nascimento in 1940, came from humble beginnings in Brazil. He started his professional career with Santos at just 15, scoring goals like it was second nature. By the age of 17, he was already a World Cup champion. In 1958, during his World Cup debut, he scored 6 goals in the tournament, including a hat trick in the semifinals and 2 in the final. Can you imagine a 17-year-old today pulling that off on the world's biggest stage? Segment 2. The numbers don't lie. Alright, let's talk numbers, because greatness isn't just about stories. It's about cold, hard facts. Pele scored over 1,280 goals in his career. Now, some people argue that a lot of those goals came in friendlies and exhibition matches. And yes, they have a point. But even if you discount those, he still has over 700 official goals, which puts him among the all-time greats in terms of pure scoring. Segment 3. The era debate. One of the biggest debates around Pele's greatness is the era he played in. Critics say that football in the 50s, 60s, and 70s wasn't as fast, tactical, or competitive as it is today. They argue that players like Messi, Ronaldo, or even Maradona faced tougher competition. That's a fair point. Modern football has more science, technology, and analytics behind it. But remember this: Pele played at a time when pitches weren't as pristine, defenders were much more physical, and he still dominated. He adapted and excelled in an era that laid the foundation for the game as we know it today. Segment 4. What set Pele apart? So, what made Pele special? It wasn't just the goals. He had an all-around game that very few players possess. He could dribble, pass, finish with both feet, and his heading ability for a player of his height was remarkable. His vision, creativity, and leadership were second to none. At the 1970 World Cup, widely considered the greatest team performance ever, Pele wasn't just a star. He was the conductor of the orchestra. Segment 5. The legacy. Pele's greatness goes beyond the pitch. He was football's first global superstar, transcending the sport. He became a cultural icon, a symbol of Brazilian pride, and an ambassador for the beautiful game. His impact on football's global popularity can't be overstated. In many ways, Pele paved the way for the superstars of today. Segment 6. Conclusion. So, was Pele really that great? Absolutely. While it's fair to compare players across eras, Pele's influence on football, his remarkable achievements, and his undeniable skill make him one of the greatest ever. In fact, without Pele, we might not even have the modern football we love today. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Pele the greatest of all time? Or does someone else deserve that title? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more football content.